Hey, everybody on the Facebook live stream, and of course, those watching us live on 5 News Plus right now. I'm Chief Meteorologist Skot Covert, tracking some severe thunderstorm warnings. Pardon me and the delay here. I'm sending out a push alert to your cell phones about this severe thunderstorm. We'll track everything else that's going on around the area there as well. All right, that alert's been sent out. You've been looking live from our Eastern Oklahoma Medical Center camera here in Poto. We're looking off towards the north. A strong and severe thunderstorm now producing some gusty winds up to about 60 mile per hour and potentially some nickel-sized hail coming out of this storm. Whether or not either of those things is actually happening, that's what the warning is for, but you can see the big downpour right there. Some very, very heavy downpours likely going to be associated with these thunderstorms that we're tracking throughout the course of the day. Right now, live radar shows this. You'll notice that's the one warning that we have there in parts of LaFleur County. Most of the north side of LaFleur includes Panama there as well. There are several other storms that are now developing around the area. This is all actually ahead of the main cold front. You can see that front's back towards Tulsa right there. As that continues tracking our direction, there are going to be additional showers and some thunderstorms throughout the course of this evening. So while not everyone's seen rain just yet, there's a decent chance that a lot of us are probably going to before the night is over with. If you have plans out there this evening, you're going to want to keep those umbrellas nearby. Another look there in Poto as that storm continues to pass through the area. Let's take a closer look at some of these showers and these thunderstorms and get you set up with at least a short-term forecast for you. First, we're going to go in a little bit tighter on the severe thunderstorm warning that we have right now. We'll go in a little bit closer to some of those other cells with time. This warning goes until 3:30 this afternoon, so a little less than 30 minutes from now. You can see the hail itself is actually just below that severe weather threshold. That's 1 inch or quarter size in diameter. Some 60 mile per hour winds. That is what's meeting those criteria. And mostly north side of Poto there. Panama, you're not seeing a lot of rain. You're technically in the warning, but I know you're hearing all that thunder from all the lightning that's a part of this thunderstorm. It is moving towards Cameron. It's not moving a lot really at all. These storms are nearly stationary, but they will start to drift a little bit with time. As that slow storm movement continues, and these being very efficient rainmakers, we'll have to watch for some isolated flooding out there throughout the course of the day. We'll take a broader perspective, see if we can't find some other storms to track out. In fact, I noticed one over here near Midland. This is going to be in western Sebastian County. That one's really bubbling up almost right on top of Midland and Hartford within the last radar scan or two. A few more of those in parts of Scott County. They're developing rather quickly out there. You'll also notice the same thing in Boone County, Booneville in Logan County, just to the south there of Paris. That little thunderstorm's developed rather quickly. It's now putting down an outflow boundary. Watch that thin green line. There's probably going to be some additional showers and thunderstorms develop along that outflow boundary. Those are essentially mini cold fronts, if you will. Let's work our way a little bit further towards the north, see what else is happening out there. Currently in Fort Smith, we're dry and clear at the moment. I think there's going to be a good chance we do see some thunderstorms in the river valley elsewhere going into the afternoon into the evening. Dry right there right now from Sallisaw through Ozark and Clarksville. Watch for some additional development. In fact, you see that other outflow boundary right there coming out of the storms in Washington and Madison County. That little outflow boundary very well could kick up minimally some winds. That's what's happening. In fact, that green line isn't actually rain. It's dust and insects, really light particulate matter in the air that's getting caught up in the winds as those thunderstorms to the north of it begin to collapse. Those little mini cold fronts, if you will, those can certainly produce some additional showers and some thunderstorms. A lot of activity to track here in Washington County. All of it's relatively scattered in nature, not meeting those severe weather criteria right now. But from, let's say, the War Eagle area down towards Elkins and Goshen, a lot of heavy rain. You're also seeing a lot of heavy rain, some lightning and some thunder in Fayetteville, back towards Greenland, over towards Drakefield there as well. A bit more scattered in nature the further into northwest Washington, southwestern Benton County you go. Looks like we're going to have another little shower thunderstorm moving out of Delaware County over into western Benton County. That one too, probably going to be producing some heavy rain. Here's Bella Vista right here. Nothing happening right now in Bella Vista for our viewers and friends in that part of the area. We'll do an area-wide reset for those that may just now be joining our live stream. We're live on 5 News Plus, of course, on Facebook there as well. New severe thunderstorm warning just now in. Let's take a closer look at that one. That's that Booneville cell that I mentioned just a few moments ago. That warning just now being issued issued from the National Weather Service out of Little Rock. It too runs until 3:30 this afternoon. This storm developing just to the north side of Boonville, north of Highway 10, not impacting Magazine right now, although Magazine is in the warning, and this storm likely is going to continue to grow and maybe slowly propagate towards the south into places such as Boonville and Magazine. Driggs getting some heavy rain out of it. Calksville getting some heavy rain out of a different cell. It just happens to be really close to the area right there. Some light to moderate rain falling in Paris. Let's take a look at the hail core on this specific storm. It's bubbled up so quick, it may not show us a whole lot. Yeah, it's actually is showing us a little bit there. So let's go tighter into that hail core and see if we can get an estimate of how large those hailstones may very well be. My guess is it's probably peaking right around quarter size. This is going to be just to the east of Chisholmville along Highway 217. You'll notice those darker blues right here. That's going to correlate with quarter size hailstones. You get some of the grays out there. They're going to be penny size and perhaps some dime size, all penny out there. So, but maximum up to about quarter size, just pretty much right on top of Highway 217 at this point near Chisholmville. That's going to be pretty common with these thunderstorms this afternoon. It's primarily going to be a wind and hail potential for all of us. In fact, the severe weather risk zone is going to look like this: a level 1 out of 5 for almost the entire area. Not quite everybody. Well, it is everybody. The latest update just coming in suggests everybody in the 5 News viewing area located here in green. Damaging winds up to 60, hail up to about quarter size. What's the timing of what we're looking at out there this afternoon into this evening? Well, the timing is going to be right here. Let's walk through this. I'll take our menu off here so you can get an idea of coverage. This is 5 o'clock this evening. Scattered thunderstorms, more widespread than what we've seen in recent days. Some of these are going to be hail producers. Some of them are going to produce some gusty winds out there as well. 6 o'clock, still seeing some development there along the Oklahoma-Arkansas state line. And there you go. You can see some of these darker purples telling us some healthy updrafts, potentially producing some of those gusty winds and hailstones there as well. 9 o'clock, so we're a little bit after sunset. This is different from recent days. You're still seeing some development. The reason why is we've got that cold front starting to come through from the west. Right now it's way back to the west of Tulsa. Slowly but surely it makes its way our direction, but it's just enough of a front to provide a little bit of spark for some of these showers and thunderstorms. We'll start to see mostly cloudy skies overnight, but there's probably going to be some additional redevelopment before sunrise tomorrow. Here's 4:30 in the morning, looking way off towards OKC. Some of those storms traveling down Interstate 40, making their way our direction. And then by 8, 9 o'clock tomorrow morning, we've got some scattered showers and thunderstorms around the area. There's that risk zone for you once more. What you're going to find there, the main threats, at least through this evening, is going to run until about 10 o'clock tonight, and then we'll have that secondary round again once more tomorrow. Okay, 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. This one's going to be for north of Poteau in parts of LaFleur County, and you're going to have another one very isolated right there, including Boonville and Magazine in southwestern Logan County. These, as you can see over the last few hours, are really starting to bubble up just right now, which is right on cue. It's the forecast call for these late afternoon, early evening showers and thunderstorms. That's what's happening. If you don't have rain out there right now, there's a decent chance you'll get some over the next 12 hours or so. We're coming up a little less than an hour from our 5 News First at 4 newscast. We'll see you here with the latest update on not only these thunderstorms, but there's several additional chances over the next 7 days, how that all could impact not only your weekend plans, but of course those coming up next week right here on your 5 News First at 4. If not, then we'll see you here 5, 6, or 10 over on 5newsonline.com as well.